some company somewhere you will heard about one type of application. Okay, you will heard another type of application. So we have around, so just giving an overview. Okay, these are the three types of application we are developing in the industry. Okay, the first one was standalone, the second one was client server, and the third is web-based application. Those two were, okay, previously we were using. Okay, still in day-to-day life we are using, companies are developing for their internal use. But nowadays every client or customer, they want a web-based application, because web-based application having lots of advantages. Okay, the reason is, one time at a time multiple user can access. Okay, data sharing is possible, no need to download any web-based application in your system. Okay, one, when I explain this, that no need to install anything, one question will strike your mind. Okay, what, sir, Facebook we need to install in mobile? Yes, that type of application we called it as a web. Those type of application will be treated as a client server and web based. Means we need to install only one part of the application, that we call it as UI. WhatsApp size is 200 MB, but 20 MB only we are investing. It is going to capture in your mobile in the RAM. Okay, so only web based application we are going to means see in the real time. Okay, so today what I am going to do, today I am going to explain about we are going to state about, we are going to start with a technology called Java. Okay, so we are going to start from various scratch level. Okay, when you heard Java, sir, Java is a programming language, coding will be there. Okay, and coding we can't, I don't know about coding, no problem, just erase whatever there. If you have learned previously, erase whatever you have learned previously, remove everything. Okay, and then just come with an empty mind. Okay, because we are going to start with the very scratch level. Okay, so what I am going to do, I'm going to explain from where this Java came. Okay, from where this Java is coming. Okay, so this is a PDF of a JDK, means Java. Okay, entire Java concept, whatever we are going to see, okay, that this documents contain. So I have prepared it manually. Okay, that you are going to refer while practicing. Okay, so Java, they have started when Java came into picture. So okay, nice, in 1991 this Java came into picture in industry. Okay, people are using Java from 1990, not from 1991, 1995. Okay, so they introduced in the market that we have a programming language after C and C++. Okay, why people are not using C and C++? The reason is, those are the golden things. Those are the golden things nowadays. If someone knows C and C++, it's a golden thing. Okay, it's a golden era that you know C, C++, because this Java comes from C. Okay, the parent is C only and C++. Okay, we have made it user friendly in so many things of Java. C, we have made it easier in Java. So we made it a what, user friendly. We made it user friendly. Okay, so they introduced the first version of Java, okay, in 1995. Okay, after that they saw that okay, a company called Sun Microsystem, they introduced it into the market, that we are introducing a new programming language that we called it as Java. Okay, so in place of C and C++, you can start using this Java to develop some software, because we have made so many things user friendly. Okay, so we are the user of Java. Okay, so when we go and start seeing the C program, we will get confused that so many advanced things are there. Okay, so they have elaborated, they have made it easier in Java. Okay, so they introduced the first version of Java in 1995, and after that, what they saw that, okay, so Oracle people, they saw that they are going to make a market now. Okay, so what they did, they acquired it, they buy it. Okay, the Sun Microsystem now combined with Oracle. Okay, means Oracle has acquired the Sun Microsystem company. Okay, and they in 2010. Okay, and from that time 2010, okay, Java is released by Oracle people. Okay, so whenever we go, so Oracle people, they are supplying the Java licensed version. So we are going to use the open source. Okay, when in Google it is present, we will download it. But in the companies, they are not using from Google. They are taking it from the Oracle peoples, the licensed version they are taking. Okay, so some features we are going to discuss about why we will go and use Java. Java is a platform independent language, means it supports multiple platforms. It supports multiple platforms, either in Linux or either in Mac. Okay, either in Windows. Okay, in any platform we can use Java. We can use Java. Okay, that's why it is known as Java is a platform independent language. Okay, other features. Okay, in Java, everything we are going to treat it as an object. Okay, just like an item in the market, we go and we saw some items. Okay, same as in Java, we are going to treat each and everything as an object. Some object is there, we are storing somewhere. Okay, so we are going to write like that program that we have to store some data. Okay, we are going to treat it as an object. So in one object, we are going to keep a lot of data. Okay, using what? Using Java. Okay, so that's why we call it as an object oriented programming language. Okay, second is interpreted and compiled language. Why interpreted and compiled language? Okay, interpreted and compiled language means whenever we go and write some Java program, okay, that Java program will be in what? English language we are going to write. Okay, so that we will understand whatever we are writing. Okay, it's not like a coding language will be there. Okay, just like in English language we are going to write. Okay, so when we write it, machine will not understand it. Okay, machine will not understand this high level language. Okay, which in which the user has written it. Now what we have to do? We have to convert it into machine understandable language. And in schooling, you have learned about compilation. So what is that compilation? Converting high level language into machine understandable language. Okay, that language we call it as bytecode. Okay, we have learned about 0 1 1 1 like that in the school, in the computer subject sometime. Okay, so that language we are going to convert it into, so that machine should understand and it will give us some output. Okay, so we are going to convert that high level language into, so there are some inbuilt tool in Java that is going to do that is her responsibility, that is his responsibility to do convert that high level language into machine understandable language bytecode. Okay. That's why we call it as an interpreted and compiled language. Okay, and automatic memory management. What is that automatic memory management? Means no need to see whatever the data we are going to store while writing some program. Okay, some data we want to store. Okay, so some name, some information, student informations are there. We want to store those information. Where we are going to store them? In the RAM, so in the system. That's why we are taking it as a some space are there. Go and store it. So we will not manually go and specify a space for them. Okay, automatically Java will store some data. Okay, where we are not knowing. Okay, internally, but that is going to happen automatically. No need to go and manually and keep some store for Java programs. Automatically memory management is going to happen. So Java will always will manage that particular location to store Java programs or Java, the lines of code also we are going to, so there will be some segment. Okay, code segment will be there here, that the lines of code will be get stored. Data segment is there, that is going to store in the so automatically Java will do it. Okay, so that's why everyone is using. So these are the some properties I have explained about Java. Okay, so when see these are not going to be asked in interview, but for your knowledge I'm just explaining that. Okay, we are going to learn about core Java. Okay, so if we are going to use Java, at least you should be aware of the functionality, that what are the functionality of this Java tool is there. Okay, now we in the companies, okay, in the companies they are using license. No, any companies are using the open source. Okay, they are buying it and they are using it. Okay, because what happens, open source some bugs are there, but in license if any bugs is there, there is a support team, they are going to support you. But here if you are using open source, if any problem will occur, okay, in the company, okay, no one is there to support you. You can't go and tell Java people come and support, I'm facing this type of issue. Okay, at that time you can't tell them come and support me. Okay, but in licensed version There will be a possibility that you will tell, okay, Java people, that we have taken Oracle people, that now come, we are facing this type of issue using this Java. Okay, so the support team will come and they will resolve that issue. Okay, so now we are going to see from where we are going to download it. Okay, so as of now, we are going to, for practice purpose, it's a important to go and download from Google. Okay, so how to download from Google? Okay, so we are going to navigate to Google first. Okay, and where we are going to get this. Okay, so once we navigate to Google, and we are going to search for Java download. Okay, so when we search for Java download, okay, sometime in interview, which version, what is the latest version of Java? What is the latest version of Java? They may ask you. Okay, so once you go and click on this network, they have changed the UI. Just now they have updated their UI. Okay, so let's go and click on this first link. Okay, so see, this is not, this is just a updater. Okay, this is just a updater. We need the versions. Okay, so that's why I need to move to Oracle. Let's move to this Oracle download. Yes, what is the latest version of Java? Now, just now they have released, okay, Java 17. Previously, Java 16 was there. Okay, I trained my previous batch. At that time, Java 16 was there. Just now they have released it, Java 17. Okay, and for each and every platform, okay, they have given here Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Okay, so from here we will go and we will download it. Okay, so but see, this Java 17, they have introduced some new features. Okay, it might possible it is not supporting. Okay, so what I am doing, still companies, okay, still companies are using Java 9, 10, 11. Okay, so what I am telling everyone, don't go and download the latest. Okay, go and download 11 version. Go and download Java 11. So we will search here for Java 11, download Windows. If you are using Windows, you can download Windows. Go and click on the first link. Once you go and click on the first link, again you are going to navigate, but here we will get Java 11. Yes, Java SE Development Kit 11.0.1. Okay, and here you can get the documentation download. Okay, so we are going to use Windows system. So in Windows, you will get these two versions. So go and click on this .exe file and accept this license agreement. Click on this download. Once you click on this download, you will navigate to Oracle login page. Okay, and here in Oracle login page, let's click on this. Okay, so when you go for first time, what you have to do? Let's do one thing. Copy this. Okay. Here you need to create an account. Okay, so what you need to do? Go and enter email ID. Okay, the valid mail ID. So see, some issue is there. Okay, some bug is there in the Oracle. Some issue is there that it is not supporting the existing mail ID. Sometime it is not supporting. So do what? Just create quickly a new mail ID. Okay, with some name. Okay, and that mail ID, use it here. Okay, put a password. Okay, and let me remove this password for now. It has accepted this password. Okay, no issue. Password is there. It will match. Okay, location we need to give here. Okay, so first name, last name, and then job title. Any job title. It's not mandatory. They are not going to track and all and anything. Okay, give any number here, your number. Okay, company name, some company name, just put it. Okay, address, some address you can put it here. Okay, I'm just selecting Bangalore here. Okay, and here I'm selecting Karnataka. Okay, and pin code. And once you go and click on create, okay, you will get mail notification. you will get a mail notification. Okay, so we have sent an email to ib.spartans@gmail.com. Okay, so I think mail got changed. Let me go and check for this email here. I have multiple mail IDs are there. Yeah, I have this. So here, once you go and click on this, you will get a mail notification. So here you will get a mail notification. Go and click on that verification. You already have an Oracle account with this mail ID. Okay, so I already have. Once you click on that, it will get verified. Okay, it will get verified. Now what? Okay, well, now what you need to do? Okay, enter here your mail ID and password. Okay, enter your mail ID and password. Once you enter and click on sign in, okay, once you click on sign in, that Oracle, that Java 11 will get downloaded. Start downloading. See, it is started downloading here. It is started downloading 11.0.1. Now you got your download process is done. Okay, now you got a Java tool in your download folder. Okay, now go back to where? Go back to your folder, download folder, where you have downloaded this Java. Okay, so what you need to do, go and click on Zoom. Sorry, download. In download, you are going to get this. Here, we are going to get this. What you need to do, just double click on it. There is no any typical step to install this Java. Just do what? Double click on it. Next, 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 finish. Okay, and the last, you are going to get a successful message. Successful message. So I'm going to do it. Okay, so it will already it is downloaded, so it is not it is just going to modify, or it is going to again install it. So installation is what? We are going to copy some files in our local system. That is the process of installing. That's it. We are going to copy some files in your local system. Okay, one installation that is going to happen. Okay, so here this software is already installed on your system. Would you like to reinstall it? Yes, let's do it once again. So preparing to remove, so it will remove and again it will reinstall it. It will take little bit of time. Okay, it will take little bit of time for installation. So here it is taking to remove it first, and then it is installing it. It is taking a lot of time to remove. Can you cancel it? Now let it do the process. Can go back to this PC. See, it started gathering required information. Okay. Any notification, if you are going to go, just click on OK. There is no any typical steps are there. No later. We are going to start it later. Okay. So once you do it, okay, click on next. Okay, click on next. Okay, so it will start downloading. Verification done. Once this operation done, you are going to get a successful message in the last. It's just copying some files in our local system. So installation is just in any software, if you are going to install in your system, what it is going to do, it will install, it will copy some files from the setup files, and it is going to copy in your system. Okay, where it is going to copy? So the for every software, okay, when you go in the C drive, okay, in C drive, you are going to get all these files in program files. Any software, if you are going to install in your system, every program is going to sit here. Okay, so if you see here, one Java folder, automatically they have created it, and they are going to copy some files, so that while using, we can use it, this tool. So that's what it is, copying some file in this folder. When we will open this folder, we'll see so many files they have copied it in our local system to use it. It's rolling back the action, taking some time, so it will take little bit of time. When we start installing it, it will take some time. It will be very quicker based on the configuration of the system. So I have, for my work, I have installed so many programs here. Okay, so many tools I have installed in my local system, so that's why it is taking little bit of time. In the last, we are going to get a successful message. Completed successfully. Click on finish. So once this finish is done, successful message. Okay, go and open Java folder. Now you are going to get a 11.0.12. I have installed so many tools are there. Okay. Okay, so this is what JDK 11.0.12 is installed in our system. Okay, now if you will open this file, so many files are there. You open this file, so many files are there. So many files they have copied while installation. These are all files we are going to use. Okay, we are going to use while developing, while writing, while writing a program. Okay, when we are going to run, all these are going to be used. All these are going to be used. Okay, now once you install and download, okay, still we cannot use Java directly. We cannot use Java directly. Okay, what we need to do, we have to do some setup in our local system. Okay, what type of setup we have to do? So we have to go and right click on this PC. Okay, in the last, you are going to get an option called properties. Okay, so in the properties, when you go and click, you are going to get a setup file. Okay, so here your Windows system, everything they have explained also. Okay, so here in the right side, okay, you are going to get a option called advanced system setting. Go and click on that. Once you go and click on this, you are going to get a pop-up for system property. Click on environment variables. Now what you need to do, okay, here let me delete that. Okay, so here what you need to do, you have to, in the user variables, okay, here you need to add a variable called Java underscore home. Some sound is coming. Can you mute? Rajshekhar, can you mute? Okay, so here we need to add a user variable. Okay, so user variable name should be Java underscore home as it is. Okay, and what is the value? So for value, we need to go and
Sorry, Dipesh. Sorry for disturbing.
it's okay. I have muted. No issue. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to copy till GDK path. Copy it, and you just go in the value section, go and paste it. Okay, and click on OK. So this section will get added here. Okay. Now the next one is there is a system variable section is there. Okay, in system variable, okay, there is a variable called path. Click on that path. Okay, means you can go and click on edit. Okay, and here I have already added the path. So if you go and check till bin, we need to get the path. Go and click on this bin. So once you click on this bin, you are going to get a path till bin here. Okay, now go and click on this, copy this path, and in this path you can create a new, and you can copy it like this and click on OK. Click on OK. Okay, so this path will get added in the path section. And click on OK. Okay, so setup is done. Now your Java is ready to use. Java is ready to use. Okay, so once you go and open a terminal in your system, okay, so here you are getting a path. What C users DP shards. Okay, this is my local system name. Okay, here what you need to do, just go and check which version is installed in your system. Already we know that 11.0.12 we have installed. We can recheck it which version of Java we are using. Here 11.0.11 we are using. So this is just a command to check which version of Java you are using in your system, in your local system. Okay, same as, okay, after that what you need to do, just do a enter a command Java C. It will get compiled, means all the file will get dragged. Okay. If it is successfully dragging, means Java is successfully installed in your system. Okay, now you are ready to use Java tool to write any Java program. Okay, so when we go and see in the local folder, okay, if we go back in our local folder, okay, here you are seeing that one JDK and JRE, two things are there. Okay, this JDK, what is this JDK means? Java Development Kit. So entire kit they have given in this folder. Okay, go and start using Java for any tool to develop or to automate any application. Okay, you can easily use this JDK kit, Java kit. Okay, this JDK consists of some tools. Okay, that developers or we as a test engineer, we are going to use this tool. We are going to use this tool. What are these tools? So there is one more tool, okay, that we called it as JRE, Java Runtime Environment. To run any Java program, JDK has given us an environment. Go and run this program in that environment. Okay, so automatically when we run any Java program, it will go and it will run the program in an environment called Java Runtime Environment. Okay, so in JDK, we have a tool called Java Runtime Environment where all the Java programs we are going to run inside, and there are some development tools are there. Developer they use to develop a software. Okay, inside JRE we have a Java Virtual Machine JVM. Okay, that what is the role of that JVM? JVM will monitor all the programs. Okay, all the Java program which we are going to run to get some output. Okay, so this is the role of a JVM. Okay, and there are some inbuilt things that we are going to use. Everything we are not going to implement. It's not our role to go and write, implement it, and then use it. No, they Java peoples, they have already defined it. Just we are going to reuse. We are going to know about how to use those things that we are going to learn in Java. So many predefined things they have given us to use it. Okay, that consists of that we call it as library classes. Okay, so this is the entire collections of this JDK tool. Okay, see, when we go and write any Java program, okay, what we are going to do, we are going to convert it into bytecode so that machine should understand it, and then we are going to use it. Okay, we are going to get the output. Okay, so just I am using, initially I am going to teach, okay, each and every program I am going to write in Notepad. In Notepad I am going to write it. Okay, so why, so some people they start learning from Eclipse. Okay, there is a tool called Eclipse. It's a tool, means what? Everything tool will do. You are not going to get a chance to do each and everything, but in Notepad you are going to do everything. That's why I am making people to learn a lot of things while writing Java programs in Notepad, because you are going to get a chance to do a lot of things. Okay, like debugging. Okay, what mistake you are doing, Java will tell you there is Eclipse will tell you here is the mistake you are doing. But when you do any mistake, run a program, compile a program, you are doing some mistake. Now you have to find that mistake, that where I am making a mistake. By resolving that mistakes only, you are going to learn a lot of. Okay, but in Eclipse, if you go and learn it, you are going to face sometime. See, it make you a lazy. Okay, so sometime you are in real time, you are going to face. Okay, sometime debugging we have to do in the code. Okay, that time if you don't have any experience how to do debugging, you will face problem that time. Okay, I have seen so many people become lazy. Why? They started using Eclipse from starting. But I'm not going to teach any program starting. In middle we will start Eclipse, but at least I want everyone to start practicing Java programs in Notepad, in simple Notepad. Okay, and compile it and then run it. Okay, so while compilation, whatever mistake you are going to do, you are going to rectify it. You are going to find it in yourself you are going to find, so that you will understand, okay, where I'm making mistake. But if tool is